What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be reviewing and hopefully selecting one of these Acqua Di Parma Blu Mediterraneo. Yeah, Blu Mediterraneo. This is a brand that I've seen a lot from. Doesn't seem to be one that's like super overly hyped. It seems to me like one of those brands that people like their fragrances, but they're not like the best thing you've ever smelled in the world or anything. But honestly, the marketing for this brand really caught me because everything is like super summer, like Amalfi Coast, Santorini type vibes. And that's just based on that like picture in my head alone. As you guys know, I do the fragrances that take you places and all that. So like what comes to mind when I smell a fragrance is like really important to me. And if their marketing is advertising what their product is, I'm thinking this is something that I'm gonna really like because I've got quite a few fragrances at this point, but I don't really have anything that's like super hot day. Especially I live here in Maryland, so the humidity is crazy. In addition to the heat, we've had a couple of days that were like well over 100 degrees and 100% humidity, so pretty crazy. So I'm looking for something I can wear in like super high heat, high humidity, super light and airy. Citrus probably is going to be, the key here. I heard a lot of these have like a lot of orange in them. I've heard that the Fico di Amalfi, I believe it's what it's called. Yeah, Fico di Amalfi. I've heard that one is super good. Seems like that's kind of everybody's favorite one of the group. But we have Arancia di Capri. Excuse my, I know I got like a country accent, so I'm probably pronouncing some of these wrong. Arancia di Capri, Bergamoto di Calabria, Fico di Amalfi, Murto di Pannaria, and Mandorlo di Sicilia. So just based on the names of these, I kind of am like assuming what they are. Arancia, I don't know Spanish too much, but that sounds an awful lot like orange, so I'm thinking that's like a very orange fragrance. Bergamoto, I'm assuming that's bergamot. Fico di Amalfi, I've kind of done some research on that, so I already know that that's fig. Murto di Pannaria, I'm not really sure what that is. And then Mandorlo di Sicilia, I'm assuming Mandorlo is mandarin oranges, so we'll see. But yeah, I got this cool little gift set from Amazon. It was only like 40 bucks. So I figured why not try it out. These are the EDTs, by the way. I believe that they have a couple EDPs. It's like their Reservia line or whatever, but I didn't try them out because they were like double the price. Plus, like I said, looking for something that's like summer, super high heat. So I'm assuming the EDTs are going to smell a little more light. But yeah, let's go ahead and test these out. I got a pen because I always forget when I go into stores and stuff. I always forget what testers are which. So it doesn't look like these have sprayers unless they have no little tube, whatever that's called. So yeah, let's check it out. So we'll start out with the Arancia di Capri. Oh, are they twist or you just pull them? They have threads, but I think you just pull them because twisting wasn't getting me anywhere. All right, so I guess this is the best way to, yeah, they don't have any little sprayers. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely some orange. Arancia di Capri. Arancia di Capri, ADC, right? Yeah, I really like that. It's kind of like, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Like, super light, super airy, citrusy. It almost kind of smells like, I wouldn't say I think it's trying to do the same thing that Afternoon Swim's trying to do. That's what it reminds me of. But almost like a little more powdery maybe than Afternoon Swim. From what I remember, I don't have Afternoon Swim. I have a dupe of it. From what I remember of Afternoon Swim, it's like a very sharp scent. This smells a little flatter to me, if you know what I mean. I use that terminology a lot, like dull, flat, sharp. It smells a little flatter than Afternoon Swim to me, but it kind of feels like it's trying to do the same thing. All right, Bergamoto, I was about to say di Calabria. Okay, so I'm assuming this is bergamot, which everybody loves, right? I don't know if I'm doing this the right way, but I'm just kind of Try not to waste too much of it. Uh-oh, why is it? Is it not coming out? I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel like it's just gonna end up dumping. Maybe there's like an air bubble or something in there. Ah, yeah, there must have been an air bubble in it. Let me let that one settle down for a minute. Let me write the name on it because I feel it smelled like super alcohol-y right off the rip. So BDC, not Blue de Chanel. Bergamoto di Calabria. Calabria? Yeah, that smells good now. It's just like right off the, smelled like super hairspray alcohol. Yeah, that's good too. I like both of them so far. I think the first one, let's just keep moving. Let's just keep moving. Next one is Fico de Amalfi. Okay, so this one I've heard a lot about. I actually almost just blind bought a full like 6-ounce container of this because if you go on the internet, pretty much everybody was like, yeah, this is the best one of the group, the Fico de Amalfi. So let's find out. I like the other two so far. So if this one's better than that, then cool. You gotta blow the air bubbles out of these things. That's the second one in a row. Oh no. Yeah, this is Fico de Amalfi. So, I'm glad I didn't buy this. This reminds me, one of my best friends growing up. Yeah, man. One of my best friends growing up, he had like, I don't know how many cats he had, but it was like 5 or 6 cats. And this smells like his living room, which smelled like cat piss, litter box, mixed with like somebody trying to make the room smell good with candles or like a plug-in Glade or something like that. But yeah, no, I'm glad I didn't buy that one. Hold on, let's see if it, I'm just gonna write Fico on that one. Should be fecal, I guess. Yeah, no, not for me. I guess it's the fig in there. But yeah, that's definitely not for me so far. I'm gonna come back and smell them all again and let them dry down a little bit. Murto de Panaria. Don't know what this one's supposed to be at all. Let's get that bubble out of there. It worked. Came out on the first try. Yeah, I still don't know what that's trying to be, but it's not a bad smell. It reminds me of something, but I don't know what it is. Let me come back to that one. Just based off first smell, it's definitely not my favorite, but it's not as bad as the Fico de Amalfi. Yeah, like based off that smell, I wouldn't buy it, but I mean, it's not bad. Like I could see where somebody might like that. It's not my favorite out of the group so far. All right, last one, Mandorlo di Sicilia. I feel like I actually kind of sort of pronounced that one right. All right. Oh wow. That smells very like candy-ish. It almost reminds me of those like Necco, like round discs with like the powdery. Yeah. It very like faintly reminds me of Naxos. Naxos. Yeah, that's a good smell. It smells like a candy shop or something. Like when you walk into Candy Kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Did I write? Yeah. Okay. MDS. Okay. All right. So that's all 5 of them. Let me stack them up here nice. So yeah, like I think I enjoyed all of those except for the Fico. The Murto wasn't really super great, but like I could see where somebody would like that. But the Fico, let me smell that one again. Yeah, that smells like cat piss that somebody's trying to mask to not smell like cat piss. So glad I didn't spend $105 or whatever it was on that, because that's gross. Okay, the Arancia, whatever that was called. Yeah, I really like that. That's just like oranges. BDC, what was that? Oh, the bergamot one. That's really nice. I like that too. Fico again, just for the hell of it. No, cat piss. Murto. Oh, I think that Fico just messed me up. I can't even smell anything now. There we go. Get some. I'm wearing Marwa today, so get some Marwa in there to knock that out. It smells soapy. It smell. You know what it smells like to me is it smells like that like pump hand soap, but like not like an imagination like luxury whatever they call it hand soap. It's like the one that you just like you go in the gas station bathroom and it's like a orange gel or whatever that you just pump out in your hand, and then there's like mud all over the place and like a trucker in the stall making noises. Yeah, I mean, not a bad smell, but very forgettable. Like I wouldn't spend my money on it. And this is the men. I guess this is Mandarin. That's. I bet you people would really like this one. It's too powdery for me. It's not like that high, like that sharp high heat, light airy, citrusy. I mean, it's citrusy, but it's got like a very flat, like powdery candy type of smell to it. So definitely my favorites so far were the Arancia and the Bergamot. I feel like that Arancia is like, that's more of like what I came for. The Bergamot is really nice too. Also though, I feel like everything has bergamot in it, so I think of the five here, it's this one, right? Yeah, my favorite one for sure is the, if it'll focus there, the Arancia Capri. I feel like, again, not to say that the other ones aren't good, but what I came for, like a really light, airy summer scent that you could wear in super high heat and humidity to like the beach, a pool, just kind of like out in public if it's super hot out. This is what I came for, and I'm super glad that I didn't go with the Fico di Amalfi, because that is by far the worst scent in this lineup to me. I'm sure somebody will love cat piss, but for me that was by far the worst one in this lineup, and probably one of the worst fragrances I've ever smelled. Yeah, that smells just like my friend's living room that I grew up with, who had 5 or 6 cats. So, you know, take that how you will. But yeah, anyway, like other than the Fico di Amalfi, I think all 4 of them are like enjoyable at least. I'm probably gonna end up buying the Arancia. I would buy the Bergamot, but there's so much stuff that has bergamot in it. And until I hit the lottery, I'm not just going to buy every single fragrance that I generally enjoy. But yeah, let me smell this one again. Yeah, that Mandorlo or whatever, what is it? Yeah, Mandorlo. I bet you a lot of people would really like that. It's like I said, it's like a powdery candy. Kind of reminds me of Naxos just a little bit. So yeah, I think I'm going to end up going with the Arancia di Capri. And that's kind of my review of this little, 5-set box from Acqua Di Parma. Yeah, check it out. I've heard a lot about these. It goes to show you that you can't trust what you see from like influencers, reviewers, like people posting on Reddit online. Like I think everybody probably who's in the fragrance game has, especially if you're like me and you live in a rural area, if you can't tell by my accent, and you don't have access to just go smell every single fragrance. Like, I don't know where the closest Louis Vuitton or PDM or any store like that is around me. There's like a mall that's probably like an hour and a half at least round trip for me that has designers and stuff. But yeah, I feel like everybody's kind of fallen into that trap of, ooh, a lot of people are saying this is good. That's what I'm gonna buy. It sounds like something I would like. That's granted. I didn't really know what fig smelled like, and maybe it's not the fig. Maybe it's something else, or maybe it's like the synergy of all the ingredients together. But to me, that smells like cat piss, and I really like. I had this in my Joma Shop cart, and I was ready to check out with it because I had La Nuit de l'Homme, which I really want to get, which I like, and it was like $92. So of course I had to spend another $100 to get the free shipping, which was probably $5 because that's just how my brain works. But yeah, I'm super glad I didn't buy that, and definitely try to get your nose on stuff before you buy it. Kind of like my rule for myself is if it's below like 40 or $50 and it has the notes that I like, I'm probably just gonna buy it versus buying like a $10 sample of it. But really, I would like to try to go find it somewhere like at a store or something like that for free. Yeah, definitely try stuff before you buy it, unless you just don't care about spending money, or maybe you can return it or something like that. I don't think that like a lot of these places will let you return stuff. I know Amazon wouldn't let me return this because I was trying to get like a little whiff of each one of these and then return it, and they were like, yeah, no, we're on to that trick. So don't trust people online. Smell the stuff, or just be ready to lose your money. There you go. Try them out. Like I said, $40 on Amazon. Try for yourself. Maybe you'll like the cat pee. I definitely liked the Arancia a lot, and I probably will end up getting that. Speaking of which, I just got 3 new fragrances coming. One should be here today. I got PDM Percival. I got a 6.7 ounce of that, so that should be fun. I really love that DNA. I got YSLY, EDP, and La Nuit de l'Homme. So, gonna be getting those soon. If they take me anywhere when I smell them, I'll be making a fragrances that take you places video with those. And if not, I'll probably just try to do a little review on them anyway. But as always, thanks for checking it out. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one.